Oh,
What a great idea.
yeah.
We just get on here and just talk from the heart.
Oh my
Think about
goodness.
what these people want to hear.
First of all, do you guys see this background? What do you think about these Zoom backgrounds? This is an actual aerial photo of Belize out on the outer atolls. They're they're absolutely beautiful. One of the things you guys got to do when you come down to Belize is, besides exploring the main sites, and this might take you several months or years of living there to get to, but besides, Ambergris Key, Key, the mainland, the ruins, the mines, all that kind of cool stuff to see and explore. A lot of people forget about this stuff out here in the reef. I mean, this stuff is just gorgeous, pristine, untouched, natural beauty. Best way to experience it is on a catamaran, a week-long catamaran trip out to the outer atolls.
A week long? We haven't even done a week long yet. That's
Yeah.
still what we're wanting to do. Even just an afternoon long is amazing.
Absolutely. So what we did last year is, we haven't had a chance to do this in Belize yet, but last year with a group of friends, and we rented a yacht and sailed to several different islands in Greece. And tell them about the night we had the beach picnic.
Well, our friends are more like family. So like we are just a cohesive group and we just had an amazing time. So some of the stuff we do might sound a little cheesy, like these Zoom backgrounds, but I admit the cheese. I am cheese-tastic. So we all dressed up in complete white outfits because, cliche, and went to the beach. And our friend had a drone and he took, amazing footage of us on the beach. Dennis and I have a romantic, maybe you can put a clip in eventually, walking up and down the beach. We have a little heart that someone drew in the sand and we're like dancing on the beach. We had music and brought food over and did a really cool bonfire that I helped start. And pro tip, use Doritos. Put those on fire and they start your fires. And
the stars, tell them about the stars that night.
Well, we did some dancing and we did some wine drinking and the stars came out and it was just magical. It was amazing. So I would love to do that in Belize.
Yeah. So the entire time we're on that trip in Greece, we're thinking to ourselves, why did we never do that when we were living in Belize full time for over 14 years, and we never took the time to rent a catamaran, to go out to the outer atolls. And let me tell you, when you're on these islands of Belize, because we've been on many different islands, right? St. George's Key, Key, spent a lot of time on. Ambergris Key.
Tons of time. I say we lived there.
North Ambergris Key, up where there's no light pollution, up where the Jimmy Buffett's property is going in. I tell you what, when you see the Milky Way galaxy come up over the sky.
I used to see that when I was a little girl and I would go to family reunions up north in Michigan, but I haven't seen it really since anywhere in the United States. So, and we didn't live in a large town. We lived in Bay City, Michigan. So, but just going to where you can have no light pollution at all, and then you're going even farther out onto the docks and laying down and seeing the stars, and just, you feel like peace with the universe, really. You just feel like relaxed in a deeply, almost spiritual way. You just appreciate everything. And it gives you time to think and time to be with each other and your family. So, we brought my family there to that exact spot. I think they would agree.
They would love it. Yeah. So listen, a lot of you guys know me as the bargain real estate guy in Belize, because I'm a firm believer that you don't need to spend a lot of money to enjoy the Belizean lifestyle. Even on Ambergris Key, you can get a lot of properties in the 29 to 30 range. You can have a little home, enjoy everything Belize has to offer. However, some of my clients are looking for their own private islands, like this one down here. And I just want to tell my my higher net worth clients that if you are looking for your own private island, there's a lot of things you got to think about. For example, if you start to get a little bit too remote, if the island is too far from civilization, then it makes it a very big hassle to get you and your family there, but also to get food, supplies,
when you're
propane, building materials, all that kind of good stuff. So what I would recommend is that you look for an island that has somewhat of a main home base close to it, at least within 20 or 30 minutes. For example, the islands on the backside north of Secret Beach, there's a few islands up there for sale. Or maybe some few select islands off the coast of Placencia or Dangriga. They have the mainland component close enough where if you do buy your own private island, at least you have some creature comforts close to home.
Are there islands available near Leonardo DiCaprio's island?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yeah, so just north of his, there's a few islands up there for sale. That
That
might
would
be
be
a good
like
area. Yeah,
the steal of the century to be able to like get in because he's still building.
right,
And so it's pre whatever he's going to do there.
right.
So he's owned it for a while now. Black and Orchid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So for any of you guys looking for a private island to develop or a private island that's already developed and you just want to buy the island and have it turnkey so when you show up, everything's ready, let this guy know.
You can have caretakers on site. Um, and if you want to know what it might be like, there is an island back there that you can go. A lot of people have been there, a lot of very famous people. And a lot of very famous people don't want to be seen. So they'll go back to that island. You have your own butler and you have your own, what was it, casitas? We haven't been there.
You have overwater casitas. We've only been there for lunch. We haven't spent the night. It's Cayo Espanto, beautiful island. If you're looking to treat your significant other to a beautiful date, check out Cayo Espanto. The website is aprivateisland.com. And it's all inclusive. It's not cheap. Let me warn you, it's not cheap, but it is a very special experience.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And I think it gives you an idea of what the back of the island looks like. It's so gorgeous. And we know because we spent time, we had a little boat and we would go out there and play music and drink wine and have some really, really good times back there. So,
absolutely.
I think, and you can still do that even if you don't own a boat. There's a lot of local Belizeans who would love to take you and show you their favorite spots to either fish or snorkel or, do all sorts of things. Or even just sit out there and have a picnic. You don't have to really do water sports if you're not into that. I stay mostly dry and then, go in the water for a little swim, but I don't like the fish touching me.
Yeah. So I guess the whole purpose of our video today is Belize is one of those countries that is extremely diverse.
Yes.
I had a client on a Zoom call last week, and he said, Dennis, I spent a couple of years on Roatan. I've been all over Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, Mexico. And he said, when I set foot on Ambergris Caye and I looked around, I said, this is it. I found my home. And I said, why did you feel like that? He says, because it is the only place in Central America that has all of this. And what he meant by all of this wasn't just the cool vibe of Ambergris Caye. He meant all that came with it. The ability to go out to these outer atolls like you see here in our background. The ability within 15 minutes to be on the mainland and then drive to some Mayan ruins or cave tube or canoe or snorkel or go see how the Mayans make chocolate in Punta Gorda or all sorts of things. So it has really all these different components wrapped up in one country. So if you buy a piece of property on Ambergris Caye and you're living there, don't think that your life is confined to island living, right? You get to enjoy that, but then you get to enjoy everything else that Belize has to offer. And that's pretty darn special.
It is a small country, but it's packed with a lot of charm. I think mainly it's the people. I mean, we keep looking at like the beauty of the reef and everything, but the people really are the most beautiful thing in Belize. Yeah. And I want you to experience that. So sometimes people don't have a chance to go down there yet, but if they buy a piece of property, they have the dream and it starts like a seed inside and then it blooms. And then when you go there and you have your need to find out about the island and you meet Belizean people who are so warm and friendly and you eat the Belizean food and you learn things about another culture, it's just truly a gift. So we've had that gift and hopefully you'll have that gift too if you decide to buy in Belize and if it becomes home to you, maybe part-time home or full-time home.
All right, guys, we appreciate it. Thanks for watching today. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about Belize, you want us to help you out, give you some advice, point you in the right direction, just let us know. Hit the Buy Me a Coffee link below. We appreciate your support, and we hope to see everyone down in Belize real soon.